Welcome, everybody, to Thundering Einherjar, episode 17. My name is Sam Leonard, and I have some players.
I am Jägermeister, playing as Denver Wright, currently authoring the autobiography, The Right Stuff.
My name is Zerder, playing Geralt Kenshin, the lovable Scandinavian hacker.
Hi, I'm Suda, playing Yvonne Horn, Alexandra's new best friend and the greatest light mech pilot ever.
I am Hegemon Lur. I'm playing Caleb Archer, who says, nice memory core you got there. Hate to see something happen to it.
And I'm Eastburn, playing Marina Haffa, who's probably trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
So, speaking of what just happened, some of you are probably certain levels of death. There's a dead DCMS, you're guessing, agent standing next to or laying down on the ground near Denver, and there's a whole bunch of smoke in the air. Destroyed. Rapid fire machine gun is currently spitting sparks.
Did we already have confirmation if there were more DCMS maybe troops on board?
No confirmation.
Gotcha.
As I recall, we got masks on, and had we repaired the walls yet, or working on that at this point?
I don't know that you got the masks on. Yes. I don't
Sealed this wall, the door.
Yeah, that door has been sealed. So
we
that
probably would have escorted all our little juniors in here too, right?
Okay, yeah. There's probably at this point a stand down order being transmitted from the bridge with Alexander asking for what's the proper term? Casualty crews? That's not the right term. Repair. What do you call it when you're repairing a war vessel?
Damage control.
Thank you. Damage control crews to the bridge deck. Geralt, give me a program plus intelligence, please. Oh my, really?
Crit.
All right, so now now that you've had, it's no longer a stressful situation, and a couple of minutes to play around with it, you think you have this system figured out. Next time, if you are asked, you have full control of the system, so you can do things like set a person to no longer valid, or have full control. Like, if you want to take over manual control, you can use your full skill, your full shoot skill.
I also can redesignate IFF signals on the fly.
Yes, like as a on turn, basically free action, you can redesignate IFF signals on the fly. Yeah, the 50, that's as basically as high as you can get.
Is as high as I can.
Well, I don't know if do you guys have level 4 skills yet or not?
Nope. That is as high as I get.
Yeah, so you have full control over this system. And you think you have, well, this is one of the gunnery stations for the external ship turret. You're like, "Oh, that's what that means." You have some insight into those as well. All right. So after a few minutes, techs start coming up to patch holes in walls, and there's a lot of sweeping FUD out of machinery as well, and that sort of thing. What you guys up to?
Geralt is currently just browsing the settings tabs of weapon systems, going, of course that's what that means.
You're like, oh, I
Are the
recognize.
elevators operational at this point? Sorry, didn't mean to talk over you.
The elevators can be operational. I think Geralt disabled them.
Oh, I don't think I did.
Oh, so the elevators
anything of the
are yes, operational.
I'd probably
if
try and get
anything, he would try to. He was trying to get the elevator to the deck they were on.
Right.
So, not locking down, merely overriding any prior stops it was going to.
I'd probably try and get a full brief of what happened in the bridge here while I was in the side room.
Alexandra pulls up a video recording and tosses it over to your phone, essentially, your whatever they're called, datapad.
Yep.
So you have full like 4K with sound video feed from the hallway.
Oh, that's an old format.
Well, video cameras are low definition, right? Or security cameras.
Yeah, just a simple security camera.
Honestly, though, it's probably the best security camera footage you have seen in your entire life, and you've seen some because you dealt with some of that when you were working on Solaris.
Correct.
Caleb will look around and see the privates on the bridge and say, "You guys are dismissed. You can return to quarters. I think all the fun's over."
Angle pipes up.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. And moseys off to his bunk or his station whenever his schedule says he should be.
So I will be glad to head out too.
But has hammer will fix hole.
Senna, no.
No Michi.
Michi, you look at this door and give me a fix plus intelligence for Michi. With an 8, it's gonna take like 4 of you to do anything to this door, and possibly some cutting torches and stuff that you don't have with you.
I don't think you have enough fingers to fill the holes in that door.
Aye, aye, sir.
Denver is still on guard, making sure there's not a second desk officer coming from a surprise location, flanking us.
Okay. You like, it's gonna, after a while, you're relatively sure that there aren't any other active actions. After a little bit, Sue comes out of the back door here. She's been watching over Chihiro. I think it's Chihiro who was injured. Yes, Chihiro and Ran. And she's like, that was loud. Do I have any more casualties?
Only one to do an autopsy on.
Well, that's
I got a scratch here, Doc. You might take a look at.
okay.
I'll probably also say that I got a little hit. It's nothing big.
You two come back to the med bay. I'll take a look you over. Can somebody bring the you said you have a corpse. Well, somebody bring it in.
Yeah, I'll drag it in for you.
Okay.
Hold. And Geralt will mask up and go out and get said unalive person.
All right. You're big. You're big. He's about the same size you are, or relatively close. Maybe a little shorter, but definitely thicker. It's either going to be an exert plus strength, or you're going to need a helper.
I'll
5.
play rock paper scissors for the feet.
So you like get your arms underneath this guy. You know, get him like arms wrapped around his chest, and you're like, "Huh," and lift him up and take a couple stumbling steps backwards. About time Yvonne walks up and goes for the feet to help you out.
Yvonne, what
Thanks,
are you going to
Yvonne.
make with your lucky dest foot?
A boot to the head.
Okay.
You guys are able to manhandle this person into the med bay, get him onto one of the tables. Sue is looking at your injury, Morena. And it's like, you have shrapnel in. I'm gonna need to do a little surgery here, Morena.
Oh,
I think a local probably would be okay, unless you want me to put you out.
nah, it's probably fine.
All right, Caleb, let's look at your injury. I don't even remember what you got, Caleb.
I think it was a vibro katana.
Oh, right, you got stabbed. So she looks you over and says, I want you. I don't think I hit anything. I don't think you hit anything critical. I'm gonna want to take some X-rays, but it's through and through, and it's cauterized nicely. So, get you in the X-rays while I start deadening down Morena. You guys are, you're supposed to feel pain about the time that the adrenaline starts wearing off and it starts hurting.
Doc, I feel it. Don't doubt that.
Clenching my teeth.
She sets you guys up, starts it's a pretty simple, like, opens up the wound a little more for you, Morena, and takes out the stuff. And Geralt, you're fine. You don't even need any stitches because, again, vibro katana. She gets you all patched up and gives you some of the good patches for the pain. You've been out here for probably half hour, 45 minutes, Denver, and there are various Techs and Aztecs are now like patching up this area. You recognize everybody who's here from your time walking around the mech bay. None of them are like, these are all longtime Einherjar from probably even before before you guys took the planet. So you're relatively certain that either they have the best cosmetic surgeon available, or these people are legitimate Einherjar folk. After about an hour, you guys reconvene, some of you feeling a little more loopy than the rest. Back on the bridge, and Alexandra goes, we're 2 days out from our planned jump. Change of plans, or we're going to go through with it? None of the damage was too critical. We can still do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we need those guns, things have gone horribly wrong at that point.
We don't have the crew to properly serve those guns, so if we need those guns,
Fair enough.
we're in trouble.
I feel I've got a pretty good idea on how those guns work now, but probably need more than me.
The computer's pretty good at target acquisition, but leading the target and hitting something in 3 dimensions in 0G and flight time for shells and Way would want to do a lot of. I wouldn't want to do this unless we had a lot of time in the simulator. I would suggest running away rather than shooting at people.
Yeah, as would I. Just getting out there, I'd probably be able to get off a shell or two reasonably close to target if push comes to shove.
Yeah, I want to be a lot more crewed up and set before we take too much of a risk like that. That being said, I mean, the plan here is to not really be seen for the most part. It's going to be a quick smash and grab.
I approve of this plan. Do you think we can hit the jump point? Denver, could I get a pilot plus intelligence, please?
Okay. Pilot.
Pilot plus intelligence. With a 15?
Zerder showed me how.
Apparently. Okay. So you look over the jump coordinates and you hit some stuff and you have gained new insight into piloting this thing. You could take a +2 to the roll that we make when we actually try to do this jump. So just note that down in your brain somewhere. With a 15, the jump coordinates were wrong, but you know why? Because there's a black hole 60-ish light years away that was not very well accounted for. And you make some minor adjustments to the numbers and send it off to Alexandra, and you are highly confident that you can hit the correct jump coordinates, which is the L3 point at there's a small, like, the moon's around Mars. Anyway, moon about that sized in orbit around Rasalhauge.
Phobos and Deimos.
Yeah, Phobos. So Phobos-sized moon. The L3 point is the jump coordinates you guys are going for.
So what?
Sorry,
we
not
probably
L3,
need to
L2.
plan out our assault. What intel do we have? Really, I guess it's a player question. What intel do we have from the Steiners?
You have the building that it is supposedly housed in, and some information on ground troops and like landing locations. You guys have 2 authorization codes that you think will get you onto the planet, probably, unless they're bad or out of date. But yeah, you have the building, but you don't have any like internals to it. Just this building exists, and it is in this building somewhere. It's like a one of the buildings in a like industrial complex. Looks like it's not exactly an office building, but kind of along those lines. It's like a 2-story just square brick building, and then there's a bunch of like military Quonsets and stuff in the nearby area as well. But you don't have things like, you don't know patrol schedules, you don't know what mix of mechs and men there are defending this place. You have enough information to know where to land and probably get to the ground.
Geralt, is there any chance there is a network Geralt can tap into to see if he can find blueprints for said building?
Not in orbit around New Bergen. Possibly if you're around Rasalhauge.
So it's something he could fire up a search for during the burn for Rasalhauge from the jump point.
Yes.
That's another good question. What sort of time are we looking at from the jump point to surface?
Jump point to surface from the L2 around this moon is going to be, or not around the moon, but L2 near this moon, is going to be on the order of 4 hours. Let's see. Yeah, 3-4 hours at 1G or higher. Because the moon is closer to Rasalhauge than the Earth's moon is. And you guys can do a full, like, it's not like was it 4 or 5 days out that the lunar lander did here, because you guys can accelerate the whole way or decelerate the whole way. So yeah, we're talking 3 to 5 hours in that range.
So sounds like we need to jump in system, get grounded, and do some reconnaissance. Hard to plan much past that. I think we're still a go. Any objections?
None here, sir.
Not for me. Just worried that jumping in then doing recon would, unless we can hide the ship in the dark side of a moon somewhere, they'll probably know we're there.
Denver, give me a since you are the jump ship pilot. Skill. Knowledge plus intelligence, please. A 9. Okay, so what you know about jumps, whenever somebody jumps into a system, there is a jump signature, but it is not a, this is where it happened. That's a, like, somebody jumped into system. So as long as you guys don't radiate a bunch of energy from the ship and probably find some place that's maybe not a sensor grid, they won't know where to find you necessarily. And space is big and empty.
That's kind of the point of the pirate point, right?
Right. It's really stealthy, and Rasalhauge is a busy system, so it's hard to know, but somebody may think it's just like a sensor glitch or a mirror from a different jump happening, or, it's hard to know. So hiding is, you're not going to be instantly picked up and found. Hiding is possible.
Well, I still got the old RPG in the bunkhouse, ready to go.
The other question is, are we going to bring any of the suits down? I'm thinking they're going to stand out too much to actually take them on the assault unless we're really desperate.
Alexander looks and goes, reading up on the history that I've been able to do in the last little while, I would suggest against using them. You're the commander. You can authorize their use, but you will definitely gather a lot of attention post-battle, if not during the battle, with them. That said, nobody's going to know it's the Einherjar.
How much space do we have? Can we take them down in the shuttle and then decide after we've had a chance to scout things out a bit?
The hold on. Drop shuttle. The round drop shuttle can be configured to carry 6 of them. Drop. What is that thing called? I actually should just load up my notes. It's the K1, I think. K1 drop shuttle.
Yes, that's the one.
K-1 drop shuttle, yes. It can be reconfigured to hold 6 of them. It is very cramped, unless you have the 6 people, unless you have the 6 people wearing, unless you have 6 people wearing them, and then you have a pilot piloting.
Well, 4 hours isn't too long. Unless somebody's claustrophobic, I think we can make that work.
I'm good. I can probably scoot in a little corner.
But just to be clear, I don't expect to use them. This is contingency only.
Alexander nods. All right. Who are you going to let know about them so that we can do the reconfiguration of the drop shuttle and get them moved on board? I'm assuming you guys want to drive them on, just to get familiarity and movement around with them, if nothing else. But you're going to need, well, you can't count mentally. I guess if you want just the command crew to do it, yeah, you guys have some time. I can give you the documents on how to reconfigure the shuttle for it.
I'm thinking that we're going to need at least 1 or 2 senior techs. I think we should be able to find, even if we have just a couple, that'll help us out a lot. Let's just say I don't have a great track record with mechanicals.
She nods. All right. She hits a couple buttons, and you all have a ping of the 300-step instructions on how to reconfigure the internal bay of a K1 drop shuttle in order to carry assault troops or powered armor.
Did we bring the actual text for Company 1 with us?
Well, Rand's here.
At least some of them.
Yeah, you have several of them. You brought 100 people up.
Because if we just put Ragnar Lager, Kevin Lindbeck, John Ito, and Bernard Iverson at the refit, it should be done reasonably quickly. Those are actual techs, not just Aztecs.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Whatever, and that should be plenty.
Yeah. 4 people. You guys got 2 days. Ran is out, but yeah, John, Kevin, and Ragnhild. They can probably get it done in 4 to 6 hours. Somebody give me a fix or not fix. Give me a 2d6 plus gonna be Ragnhild's for 2d6 plus 3 probably 8. All right. So, yeah. They understand and follow the instructions. Will take them 6 hours. You guys have at that point. You guys have a day and a half before jump.
Geralt will start flagging a corridor of movement from the closest armor locker to the dropship as no-go for people.
Okay, that would
Using
be
gear.
from the aft. There's an aft right version of the armor locker that you can flag as no-go zone. It's near the explosion, so it's, a couple people ask questions and you're able to go, well, yeah, we're, doing police stuff to the explosions. Forensics.
Forensic investigations on the make and model of the explosions and such bullcrap.
All right, give me a talk plus charisma, please.
I'll probably ask Alexandra if there's any simulations for the mech suits.
Okay.
I'll try re-rolling that one.
Okay. If you get into a mech suit, there's no it's not like a battle sim like a mech, because
Right.
you literally have to be wearing the thing. So there's just, familiarizing yourself and wearing it around, and learning it. There are things like training programs which, give you what do you do when the power goes out to the legs, and now instead of having, this 800-pound thing assist you with all your movements, now it's only assisting you with your torso movements, and you have to still run with it, or that sort of thing. All right.
This roll was a 6.
Yep. So, Caleb, give me a connect plus charisma, please. A 10. So there's rumors flying all over the ship that you start hearing about what's been going on and the connection, and now these sections are closed off. But you're able to tamp down, quell, calm those relatively well. Get people back on task and not just doing the whole chittering squirrels thing that people like to do when they're stressed and have heard dangerous rumors. All right. Fast forwarding a bit, 12 hours until jump. Alexander hits the ping and gives an all hands announcement. You guys are probably in breakfast. And you hear all hands. We'll be jumping to Rasalhauge in 12 hours. If you have any concerns, please bring them to your unit leads. This ship will be in a strict no electronic communication zones upon exiting jump. Please read over your instructions on how to make sure that your phones and personal devices and other things are set to not broadcast external to the ship. Internal communications will still be up. They should not cause a problem, but if you have any concerns, please bring them up to your unit leads. There will be a EM sweep before jump. Please be aware that 2 hours before jump, any unauthorized broadcast from this ship will be tracked down and punished. Thank you. She closes off the thing. Guys, got any plans for the last 12 hours before jump?
Nap time.
Unless otherwise instructed, Geralt will be going through the admin side of the system, trying to root out if there are more database tabs connected to the overall systems of this ship.
Give me a program plus intelligence, please. And then give me a program plus wisdom. That's real good. That's also real good. All right. So you spend some time, and you are able to depreciate the authority of your data phase tab. And with a 12, you think you have the ability to turn it on and off, but you have to have like you lock it to the bridge. So you can only elevate or reduce the authority while on the bridge of the data phase tab. With the 13, you are able to determine that any Star League Defense Force era data phase tabs, things that are, from before the Exodus, any data phase tabs that attempt to connect to this ship will have identical permissions to the one that you have in your hand. So, either you turn them all off or they are all on. There's no real distinction in this system between SLDF data phase tabs.
Which is fine, and I'll probably just hand myself the not overarching admin rights, but given that I have a backdoor if I would need it, just regular whatever my role technically would need access.
Well, all data phase tabs would have the same access, so
yeah, but data phase tab separate, I make my own credentials as me, not commander of the Deadless.
Okay, so through the data phase tab or just through your normal connection stuff?
I keep the data phase tab separate as a emergency backdoor, currently de-escalated.
Okay.
But I make my normal phone or tablet
right
the Geralt Kenshin rights.
Got it.
Thing.
Got it. Okay. I think I understand. If it comes up later and it wasn't what you wanted, we'll have a discussion. All right. So yeah, you spent most of those 12 hours on the bridge doing that, like digging through computers and tracking down where all of the elevated permissions come from and all that sort of fun stuff. Alexandra came on the bridge shortly after she made the announcement, and she spends the entire time on the bridge, which makes watchstanders relatively nervous. Go ahead.
I got an offhand question for Alexandra.
Okay.
When she comes onto the bridge.
Yep.
Hey, Alexandra, just curious, what did your old commander pilot a mech, and if so, which kind?
She shakes her head. No. He was checked out in aerospace fighters and warship operations, but he did not pilot a mech.
Odd. Okay. Thanks for answering.
Why is that odd? It's not. Is it common for you guys to have multiple? I mean, Denver obviously can fly this thing probably better than I can, but is it common for you guys to do both aerospace and ground forces?
I was more referencing where I found this, and I pat the database tab backpack thing.
I've been meaning to ask you about that. But
I'm guessing the originators of this mission, traveled through here on their way out or in or sideways or whatever. Because I found this thing in a cave in a mech, which was very useful for us a couple of weeks ago. And I've discovered it was a lot more odd than normally you would think.
She nods. Got a little bit to work to do between now and when we jump, but when we get back to New Bergen, I want to have a talk over drinks if that's all right with you about that.
Yeah. Funny thing, lasers that blink on purpose.
You could tell she's suppressing some emotion. All right, so Yvonne's getting a nap. Caleb.
So Caleb's going to spend as much of that 12 hours as he can walking up and down the halls in the armor.
Okay. So you familiarize yourself with it. Give me an exert plus your best physical stat. Probably strength for you.
Well, everything's basically 0, so charisma's the only thing that's not.
10. All right. Playing around with this thing, you are comfortable as you think you can be in it. As long as nothing goes terribly wrong, you think you are at full. You have this thing under full control. So assuming that you don't like lose power to a limb or anything like that, you are not at any penalties to rolls in your armor, whereas somebody else might be for certain tasks. Yeah, with the 10. And you know how to get out of this thing quickly, which doesn't sound all that important until you think about where you might be aware of this.
Definitely always good to have an exit plan.
Yep. All right. Morena.
I'll probably start off with making sure that Sue can handle the med ward, the word, and everything. That everything is caught up.
She nods.
After that, I'll probably head out to like a shooting range to train for shooting because it's been a while for some decent shooting.
There are definitely like full shooting ranges on this thing. Just give me a shoot plus dexterity. A 7?
Oh, 7. Wow. That's second to lowest. Good roll.
And you still got a 7. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not sure if it's nerves or if it's just you're rusty a little bit, but you only put 9 of 10 shots into the 10 ring. That's terrible for Morena.
Yeah, I guess it is.
All right, Denver, what are you doing?
Napping for a few hours, but gonna make sure I'm up at least 2 hours before the jump to oversee things and be ready.
So 2 hours until the jump. There is a there is an alarm, and you guys hear rig vessel for silent running. Or not silent running. It's probably not the. Well, it probably is actually the thing. Did you regain some health? You guys have slept, so it's 1 day's worth of sleep's recovery. Anybody who's got an injury.
And that's just your level number of hit points?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a full recovery.
Yep, same here.
So and Ran is like up now. And she out of curiosity has asked permission to be on the bridge for this.
Think she's earned it for sure.
All right. So she comes onto the bridge. She's dressed in her conventional overalls. She's looking pale but relatively healthy. We're gonna put her there. Caleb, Chihiro is still. Chihiro's been released from the med bay and has headed back to their room under medical, like, stay in bed sort of orders with, like, PT stuff. PT instructions for the injury to their hand.
He's going to be lying in bed moaning piteously.
Of course, as you do. So, Morena, I'm going to put you... Okay, so we have, let's see, Captain Geralt is currently at Ops. Denver is currently at Piloting. Who else do we have?
I figured the hacker would be well suited for ops.
Yeah. You guys don't have any gunners on the thing. Who would like to stand at the communications, which would be the center one here? Or no, the communications would be just behind Ops.
I nominate Yvonne. She's got away with words.
All right, so, and then we have...
Puts me closer to Alexandra. I'm fine with this.
Conning is navigation, operations, sensors, computers. So that leaves Morena for standing the officer of the deck position right there.
Okay.
And then I had a job for that too, and I forget what that is. Be officer of the deck position. So
I think Caleb should stand there instead of at the holo table.
Yeah. Or actually, Morena would be officer of the deck. Caleb would be standing officer of the watch. All right. Either way, 2 hours, and there's an alarm through the system. Caleb, can I please have from you Connect plus Charisma? You guys start getting the ship ready for jump. All right.
What the heck?
You guys have two
Caleb,
options
are you
today.
Feeling okay?
You guys only have two rolls today: critical failure or critical success.
Must have been something he ate.
All right, so
Caleb, I told you eating vibroblades was bad for you.
time ticks down. You guys have there's no extra EM radiation from the ship. That seems to be everything's locked down. Alexander starts the timer. You know, you get the whole 5, 4, 3. Could I get a notice plus intelligence from you, Yvonne?
I was about to say I probably queue up some sort of automated rig for jump.
Almost did it off of Michi's though.
Rig for jump message to go off like 10 seconds before or something.
All right, so
as a courtesy to the crew.
So at 2 seconds before jump, you have received a message from Planet from it has the header of Stanislav. So from Stanislav to Caleb, 1 second to jump.
Great.
You gonna send it on or just see that it's there?
Flag it as important. Send it to Caleb's console.
All right, so Caleb, you get a ping message as there's 1 second before jump. Message from Stanislav. You have no time to read it before jump. Go through jump or hit the cancel button.
Oh, there's no way that he could have reacted to that in time. We're going to go through with it.
All right, so Denver, I need pilot plus intelligence plus 2 for the jump, please. Because of your bonus from your earlier roll. You guys, this is as easy as a jump you have ever experienced. There is that sense of discontinuity and no time passing, but definitely discontinuity. And Denver, your instruments show that you are perfectly aligned behind this little planetoid, directly in the center of the pirate jump point, at 0 relative velocity to the planetoid, which is because the jump point would move with the planetoid. It's perfect. Basically, it was a perfect insertion.
Caleb will start trying to read the message after he recovers from the jump.
Alexander says, all right, sing out people status.
Communications online.
I will look for faults, and if none are present, we'll report ops operational.
I have no idea
Opsing.
what I'm actually looking at, but it's probably going to be some bars of like general stats, right?
Right.
Probably everything is going to be fine, I hope.
You don't show any error messages.
Okay, all good here.
Caleb, you bring up the message. It is from Stanislav, and it reads, body of Aztec found in one of the mech bays. One of our newer recruits seems to have had their throat slit. Unknown basically unknown cause other than, cut throat.
Well, crap.
Was that Caleb?
Oh, we just got a message from Stanislav just as we were jumping. It looks like we've got another infiltrator.
Another or the same?
Well, unless he managed to get to planet and back in the last couple of days, it's a different one. We had another death on planet that's pretty suspicious.
We got a name?
So, yes, the name.
Geralt asking the hard questions.
Yes, actually, no, that was correct. Generate name. Andrienne Omdal. You pull up her information. She is brown-haired, green-eyed, mid-height, like 5'7", small build.
I'm gonna try and pick up some internal tracking on her badge.
She was never assigned to the Daedalus. So her badge does not appear on the Daedalus. She was a Aztec, and she was working on bring up the TOE. There we go. She was an Aztec assigned to the... Hold on. The Shadowhawk 2K.
Marphosmech.
Yep.
Is that tech one of the techs on board?
Techs on board.
Tech is currently unnamed, so
No.
we best name it.
Tech on. They are not one of the techs on board. Although feel free to name that tech. I'll let you add that. But yeah, they're one of their Aztecs, or she was one of their Aztecs.
All right. I don't think there's much we can do about it from light years away, so we'll have to deal with it when we get back.
About this time, you get a ping at the non-broken door, and it is Noguchi Mariko.
Tai.
Mm-hmm. And
Geralt will mosey on over and open the door.
right. She comes in. She is wearing her full regalia again, and goes, "All right. How long until we head down?"
Geralt will once again almost jump at her, turn his back, and just, God fracking damn it.
She, let me see. She holds her expression fairly neutral at your obvious discomfort.
Geralt will just walk off saying, "It's not you, it's them. It's not you, it's them. It's not you, it's them."
I mean, I used to be one of them, so I know what you mean.
Geralt, can you rustle up any intel while we're here before we go? I don't want to wait long, but maybe we can detect more with the resources here than on the shuttle.
Yeah, I'll widest arc possible go back to ops and start looking for blueprints of the alleged building and other informational, like possibly there's some unsecured patrol schedules or whatever.
All right, so pinging the local internet would cause your ship to radiate, but you can pick up comms traffic and similar. Give me a program plus intelligence, please.
Out of curiosity, is this a new scene?
Yes. We are in a new scene since jump. Or since...
Not that I
just before
think
jump.
I need it.
Good grief.
There's that... Okay, so program... So there is you with a little bit of data warfare, are able to pick up broadcasts from the planet. It's all, of course, scrambled, but you can get locations of like major military hubs, like tracking ships going out and coming in. No ships are currently passing nearby this jump location, and after a little while of paying attention, you're relatively certain that they're not like, you don't see any high G maneuvers of like, say, fighters or something towards you guys. There are definitely combat air patrols over military bases. There's definitely, like just general overflights of drop ships and fighter escorts. There's 15 jump ships in system, and about once an hour there will be either jump ship transiting in or out.
Very busy system.
It's a very busy system. The comm traffic on the system is worlds different than the comm traffic around New Bergen, because 15 times the population plus military that doesn't exist in New Bergen.
Plus, just
Didn't used to exist.
travel through
Fair.
traffic in the hub that probably exceeds that of New Bergen.
Yep. This place is full.
This was also military world, right?
Yeah. This is
This is hub world for the Rasalhauge military district.
Yeah. This is the equivalent of if how do I put it? No, I don't
We're
know how to
mice
put it.
assaulting a lion.
You're mice trying to sneak into a den of lions that are actively looking for mice. All right. Alexander goes, all right, we'll maintain calm traffic or calm silence until we have to let you guys back on board. She hits us some buttons and goes, you guys should come up with a code that tells me that you are hot burning out of the system. I can catch you if you don't have to slow down if you don't need to. We can maneuver the ship to basically catch you on the run if you have to. As long as you stay underneath my maximum acceleration, and that ship can't do a whole lot more than I can, so you should be able to. You're not going to outrun any fighters, but you might be able to outrun drop ships.
Well, that's a real handy trick. We'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, combat maneuvers are always a fun time, and I really wish we'd had a few weeks to practice this. Oh, by the way, guys, ever since jump, you have been in no accelerations, basically zero gravity. Right now you're in sort of orbit, so you're in literal zero gravity, not even microgravity.
Do we call out the lions have been awakened if we need to buzz off at max thrust?
Works for me. We will be here and ready for you. And I'll meet you where we can if we have to. What are you gonna broadcast if the entire thing's a bust and we should just leave you behind? Because that is a very real possibility.
Well, since we're using lions as a reference point, can we say honey badgers don't give no fucks?
Sure. If that's the case, then I'll jump out without you.
Yay, honey badgers are cool.
And on success, we will just arrive. How much lead time do you need before we can jump out?
I can jump out the moment you guys are successfully docked inside the bay. In fact, I will jump out as soon as you guys are successfully docked in the bay, and if it's not you and it's somebody mimicking you, well, then we can deal with them on New Bergen instead of in their own home system.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, how much could they fit in a drop shuttle? Not like they're going to take super armor or anything.
I suggest you guys, if losing is an option, you melt that shuttle to the ground.
I'll second that. All right, people, I think we're ready. Let's go see what we can find out.
All right. So who's all going on the mission?
Geralt will handily stop by his quarters and get the rocket launcher with it. At least one of the two rocket launchers he brought, and one extra rocket.
Right.
I'll get my normal things with the sniper rifle, combat rifle.
My go bag is ready.
All right. Is it just going to be you and Tai, or are you bringing any other NPCs?
I think we were planning to bring Sue along just in case we needed a medic, but
Okay.
he was going to stay, or she was going to stay with the dropship,
All right.
or the shuttle, I mean.
Yep. Sue is happy to do that. There are med techs on board, so the day that you guys are gone, there will be coverage as long as nothing explodes again.
That takes us up to 6,
7.
7. So that's about all we're going to be able to fit on the shuttle, because we'll have to have Sue in one of the suits while Denver's piloting, I'm guessing.
Well, there's a pilot and co-pilot chairs. So Denver and Sue could be in pilot and co-pilot's chairs.
One of the suits would just stand empty.
One of the suits could just stand empty. Yep.
Can't think of anybody else to bring. I think
Okay.
this is it.
You guys get down to the bay. There's a bunch of people still working now in 0G on the hallway. They've gotten most of the stuff patched and they're starting to do pressure tests, but you still have to wear breathing masks while passing through the bridge deck, unless you're on the bridge itself. Yeah, you guys head down, get yourself into power armored suits, with the exception of Denver and Sue. I'm assuming you guys are wearing, or you are bringing your full combat harness. You basically your fake Kurita combat squad harness with you.
Yeah, we're in costume, as much costume as we have.
Yep. You can, if you want, Geralt.
I'd probably recommend it to Alexandra as I was walking out. Just get someone to put that somewhere that's not blocking a console.
She nods, and she'll track down a couple of texts and do that. I will just map and background. Okay, so when you guys get back, that will be the case. Objects and tokens. All right, you guys get yourself on a drop pod because you are currently in running dark position. There's no once the hardline wire for the drop shuttle is cut as you guys take off. There's no communication between you and the ship itself. Denver, as the pilot, you're used to having, navigational aids for this sort of thing. Can I get a piloting plus dexterity -1, please?
Question, player. Would there not be laser line of sight communication still?
There's always a chance that something reflects off of something and heads out into space. I guess how paranoid do you want to be? The answer is yes, that can work. I hadn't thought about it, but if you want to have,
I would think that anything that bounces is going to scatter and wouldn't be detected. So
Okay.
I would think that would be reasonable at short range. I'm not thinking once we get away, but just
right.
for undocking and
Okay, so
taking off.
piloting plus dexterity, no -1 than Denver, as Caleb makes, or as Hedge makes a good point. That's not a 0. Oh, it's because of the plus 0. Either way, that is a 13. You make this look easy. Everybody who's in a mech suit, which is everybody except for Sue, you guys have telemetry from the shuttle, like, connected to your suits. And Denver makes this look like it is a sim that has been set to kindergarten. Don't make the 5-year-old angry levels. And you few puffs of reaction thrusters, and the ship is away into the blackness of the night, and you're leaving the Daedalus behind. This shuttle it doesn't have a name. Per standards, Draconis do not name their drop shuttles. So this is K1 Mark 2058 as your call sign. All right. A little time away, hovering in space. Could I get... Who would be the one to probably know? Probably somebody roll 2d6 for Sue and Denver. Give me 2d6 plus... Or sorry, not 2d6. Give me... knowledge plus wisdom, please. No plus wisdom. All right. You find what you think is, and Sue backs you up on this, is a gap in the patrol schedule that you think you can use to get the ship at least into flight patterns. Also, that might want to be a reroll if you want to use it. Denver also has rerolls, but you don't have to. You might want to save that reroll for atmosphere.
Yeah, I'll save it for atmosphere.
Okay. So, well,
atmosphere being piloting.
Atmosphere being piloting, yes.
Then with my piloting skill, I'll go ahead and re-roll this.
Okay.
That was knowledge plus wisdom.
Yep. Six it is. Wow.
That was better than the other 0.
So you light up your main drive. And you guys are in for a good 4 hours of standing bliss. About an hour before atmosphere, you get pinged by local flight control. And in Japanese, rapid fire, you get a drop K1 shuttle Mark. Oh, I forget the number I just read out. I should have actually
Mark 2058.
Yep, sorry, Mark 2058. Please, put in your flight plan is landing at a non-authorized location. Please update flight plan to land at Rasalhauge main drop port. K1 shuttle 2058 or Mark 2058. Please update flight plan. and Tai comes on and says, "This is Tai Mariko Noguchi, or Noguchi Mariko. Authorization." She lists off a string of like an alphanumeric thing. Flight plan is authorized by General. Hold on. Japanese. There we go. Shiro Fuyuki, for current destination. We will not be redirecting to Rasalhauge main port. There's a few moments of silence, and then you get back as return. Roger that. Drop shuttle. Confirmation has been given. Please have a good flight in. And then it goes quiet. You seem to have been passed by local flight control, at least super atmospheric flight control. So an hour more goes by. You guys are now on the outskirts of the atmosphere. Your planned destination would land you about 10 kilometers from the building. There is if you want to shoot for it, there is a landing zone a little over a kilometer from the building that you can land at, but it might make some people mad.
Given that we now have initiated two-way communication anyway,
correct?
Geralt will be furiously tapping through his things to try and figure out A, how mad people would be if we landed closer, and B, possible patrol paths at the site, and C, blueprints for the target location.
So every one of those is a hacking roll versus DC 10.
So just three program int rolls.
Yep. What? Okay, so that was number one.
That was how mad would people be if we landed closer?
You would be landing within a restricted military zone. You're going to have to convince them that this flight was authorized to land there. Otherwise, it will be an immediate military response. Okay.
That was patrol paths. Schedules.
So, lot of ground patrols. There are, for this facility, there are two mechs on watch, both lights, at any given time. They're not really patrolling, though. They have, like, set locations where the mechs are basically parked and ready to respond within a few minutes of anywhere in this area. But there are definitely foot patrols, and you would
basically hot startable mechs for rapid response.
If you land at the 10-kilometer site, you will be outside of all patrols. You'll have to work your way through them. If you land at the 1-kilometer site, you will be inside the majority of patrols.
Blueprints.
And that was for blueprints.
Yes, you managed to pick up old building blueprints from this site. This building is got two office building, like office type structure, cube farms type thing on the upper floors, and then it has two basement floors. Sub basement 1 is basically a server room, and with a 13 you exceeded it by 2. Sub-basement 2 is listed as like containment or special, and there is a military, like a hardened military checkpoint with automated, semi-automated defenses, and like constant active guards on it. You do get with a 12, essentially, you do get that this thing has high speed data connections in it, like specially added high speed data connections.
The entire site, you mean?
The second sub basement, specifically,
Okay,
or the second
makes
basement.
sense.
First sub basement,
So,
yeah, whatever.
for example, there could be like a big data storage where people could pull data from.
Right.
Right.
As soon as Geralt gets this, Caleb's HUD just pings up with additional information on the, in quotation marks, battlefield, and a question at the end: what to do?
Wow. All right. So, yeah, I guess so much for the reconnaissance part of this mission. Way to go, Geralt. How close can we get? If we can get in and out fast, and they won't even know what hit them.
Well, there is the kilometer away thing, but that's. Need I remind you that there are 2 light mechs in rapid response?
Can you hack our authorization to give us credentials?
Possibly. I just wouldn't want to assume that we wanted to do that.
What about Tai? Apparently she has some say on this planet, apparently.
I don't have any say. I just, the information that we got from the Lyrians was good. And yeah.
So, what you do have is proper verbiage for orders.
Correct. We're still going to need electronic authorization.
Yeah, I might be able to do that.
All right. So
Let's give it a try.
This is inserting data, so difficulty is higher. This is a 12.
Unless Caleb says don't, Geralt is furiously just working through subroutines on his tab.
You guys are, at this point, going through atmosphere, and the thing is starting to buff it. All right. Program plus intelligence. You are getting... the information you're trying to insert is getting rejected, Geralt.
Did I reroll this?
You have not rerolled yet.
Well,
This
I'll
scene.
try that then.
Oh.
All right, so you insert a change of flight path into the system, and get a ping. Denver, you get a ping on your flight controls that flight plan approved. I'm gonna need a pilot plus dexterity from you to switch flight paths, though, because you're already relatively committed. A 9. It's a moderate success. You guys get a broadcast from ground control going, "Hey, you guys are coming in pretty hot. K1 shuttle, please reduce atmospheric speed to avoid sonic booms as you pass overhead." Give me another pilot plus dex, please, Denver.
Question: does Denver want to avoid the sonic boom?
It's up to you, I guess.
I would say yes, since we're trying to come in stealthy.
Okay.
We don't want to draw attention.
All right. 13. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you kick on the thrusters and K1 shuttle approved for landing at pad B3. Welcome to the ground. Welcome to Rasalhauge, friends. This is all in Japanese, by the way. So Denver, I don't know that you actually recognize or understand Japanese. Same with Yvonne. Geralt does. Caleb does. Morena does. Sue would. Right.
He would.
Tai, of course, does. So about 5 minutes later, you guys ground the ship, and you're on the ground, a kilometer approximately away from the building, inside combat patrol zones.
So Geralt looks over at Tai and says, "Well, we got here. Now what?"
I mean, we can work our way. Looks like the major patrols. I can get us to the building. Getting in the building, it's a breach or hack job. And then once we're in, we have a limited amount of time before they realize we're not supposed to be here. I think we're good for the moment.
Well, good news. I got both of those options.
All right.
Let's try the hack first.
Suited up, or are we leaving these behind?
It'd be very obvious if we moved with our suits.
I mean, yeah, but we can cover a kilometer in moments inside the suits. It's a kilometer walk otherwise. About a 20-minute walk?
About 10.
10?
I think we leave the suits here.
Okay.
We shouldn't need to punch our way in or out at this point. Nothing that we can't handle a wall or two with.
Very well. So you guys desuit and get ready to disembark. Sue has control of the ship. I'll keep the engine on for you. I have the code in case you guys tell me that I need to blow this thing. If I need to, I can get away from here at least some ways. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Load up. Let's move out.
All right. So you guys get on all your gear, which is a challenge because there's a bunch of suits in the way, but you get on all your gear. You like the majority of you look like you're loaded for bear, like long arms and sniper rifles and missile launchers, and you're obviously a heavy combat unit. With the exception of Tai, who is wearing, she looks like she has a bulletproof vest underneath her uniform, and she's got a pistol on her side, and that is like she is not loaded for bear. She looks at you and she goes, "We should have practiced marching. Okay, follow me. Try to make it in step and stay that way."
From the default group from Solaris, they probably know it a little bit, right? For presentation and stuff.
Not without your mechs.
Ah, right.
Denver, you know how to military march. Yvonne, maybe. Nobody else. Oh no, Geralt. No, Geralt wouldn't because he was not full military.
He was rebel and clandestine, so
Yeah.
no marching.
All right.
Or very little. But he will do it what I type, which is fish with the correct location in the squad to put an RPG trooper.
Caleb will have an attempt at marching, but like everything, he's usually on the wrong foot.
All right. I would like everybody to give me a charisma plus. You know what? Everybody who isn't Denver and Yvonne, give me just a straight charisma roll. 2d6 plus charisma. Denver and Yvonne, 2d6 plus charisma plus knowledge if it's 0 or better. Again, with the magically good rolls.
Not sure how to roll just a charisma.
You can just slash 2d6 plus whatever your charisma modifier
/r
is.
space 2d6 plus your charisma modifier.
Oh, it's a 0. It's just 2d6 anyway.
Yep. With that, and Denver having some experience, Denver, you get them into a standard easy march. Tai falls into an easy, just to the left of, let me see, you're gonna be 2 by 2. I'm gonna go with Caleb and Geralt in the front. Morena and Yvonne in the middle, and then Denver in the trail. But yeah, you guys fall into and then just to the left of Caleb, who's in the left front, is Tai. So you guys managed to somehow look respectable.
Yvonne knows how to march just from a previous security mission.
So you guys somehow look respectable, and they're you pass by several, there are how do I put it, guard stations and stuff just kind of scattered around, and people standing outside the buildings, but you don't seem to gather any long looks or any concerned looks. All right. And so you guys work your way, and you arrive at the front of this building. There are, from what the blueprints found, there's a front door and a side door. The front door leads directly into a reception desk with some people who are usually stationed there. Side door is a small roll-up door that you can back up a truck to, loading dock type thing. But it's just box truck size. It's not a full semi-sized. And both doors are electronically and physically secured. Front door, side door.
Go to the side door, Marco.
She nods and leads you guys there. You have downloaded on your phones blueprints and how to get there. So yeah, 10-minute walk, and you guys arrive at the side door. There are cameras everywhere around this building. So you make it look like you're supposed to be here, actually pretty well, and find yourself in kind of a alley. You can see, or not really an alley, it's a street. You can see the side door from where you're standing, including a camera over the door and the keypad access there's just to the right of this doorway, or just the right of this roll up. Actually, there would be a person door with a couple steps up to it. What you doing?
The person door has the keypad, right?
Yep. Person door has the probably not actually a keypad. It's probably a RFI or a RF reader.
Badge reader.
Badge reader. Yep.
Geralt, can you hack that from back there?
Badge readers are usually criminally short range, so I need to be up there at it.
There is an obvious camera for this area. There's who knows how closely it's maintained or how closely it's monitored, and you don't know if there are any secret cameras around.
And Geralt will point at the obvious camera, and there's that one. And given the importance of this place, I would assume there might be more possibly watching us right now.
It's either the hack or the vibroblade.
Could I get everybody to give me a stealth plus dexterity, please?
Oh, boy.
Or stealth plus charisma would also work. Do you hide or do you look like you're supposed to be here? Sneak, sorry, not stealth, but... Good grief, Geralt. All right, so we have 1, 2... All right. Okay.
I can go up and try to get in, but there are no guarantees.
Go for it.
I will load up the closest equivalent of a badge emulation software I have.
Okay.
Ready for when I go up and just go up and swipe my phone over, trying to get it to emulate the correct.
You have your data phase tab, right? You gonna use that
Yep.
instead, or
The data phase tab is like a small backpack / suitcase thing on. That would actually be on a Geralt's chest with the rocket launcher and spare rocket on the back.
okay?
So
So phone
walk up and just almost hug the wall.
Okay. Give me your program plus intelligence. You don't have any. No, you did have because you got really good rolls earlier. Program plus intelligence roll, please. There's a beep, and the thing unlocks.
Geralt will just grab the handle, crack it, look over, and nod his head sideways and open it fully.
Okay.
And step inside and try and surreptitiously keep it open for long enough that people can walk in.
Everybody rushing in behind him as he opens up the door.
Rushing is the big part.
Yeah, I'd say normal walking, like we're supposed to be there.
Okay. Charisma plus sneak again.
Feigning a badge scan as I walk past as well.
Okay. Geralt, yeah, you had...
I envision my actions walking up to that door being like holding something that might look like a badge and just bowing his chest down towards the reader just enough for the face tab to activate it and just open the door.
All right, so you guys all walk up through this door, and you being the first one in, Geralt, and kind of paying attention, the light beside the reader... Actually, no, Denver. Notice plus intelligence, or notice plus wisdom, please.
Who?
Denver. absolutely do notice the fact that the light goes from green to red as you're passing through this door on the data reader, or on the reader next to you. All right, you guys are in this building. This is a hallway. There is a bay off to your left, or you're in a hallway. There is a delivery bay to your left that's got an no door and a frame door, just there. In front of you, about 20 meters, is a set of stairs that go down and up, and then towards the center of this building there is a set of elevators that also provide or do the whole building.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
As the GM.
Yes.
Do you have a map to put us onto?
No.
Okay.
There's too much for this building to make a map out of.
Geralt will start walking determinedly but slowly towards the stairs, and waiting for some sort of indication that maybe Caleb wants to try the other way.
Nope, I'll just follow right along.
Okay. Stairs are as well keycard secured.
Let's get a repeat.
I could copy out a clone of a card.
You don't have a card to copy a clone of?
I have a tablet I can probably code the thing onto. Or just face tab it. I'll face tab it.
Okay. Program plus intelligence to try to bypass or fool this door. Light goes green, door opens up, unlocked.
Just keep the walk going, and that's what 3d6 plus 3 gets you.
Yvonne, notice plus wisdom, please.
Affirmative.
Okay. So you guys are now in the stairwell going up and down. What you're interested in is probably down 2 flights of stairs from here.
Yeah, I will reference the fact that the bottom floor, the real bottom, had input high bandwidth networking installed especially for that floor, and hint that we might want to go down.
Yep, down it is.
All right. Could you guys go down a flight of stairs, and then could I have everybody give me notice plus wisdom, please? All right, so we have a 6, an 8, a 10, a 7, and an 8. They rolled really poorly, so all of you notice the canister of smoke as it is tossed gently from the area below you onto the landing you guys are currently standing on. So you have time, dexterity plus... Actually, just give me a... Everybody give me a physical save, please. Okay. So everybody who failed this physical save does not get their gas mask on their face in time and is currently choking from the cloud of what's the not knock
Tear gas?
tear gas that has landed in amongst you. And we're gonna need to roll some initiative.
On our characters, or
Yeah, let's. This is gonna be theater of the mind because I don't have anything like to
Yep.
design. So, but everybody, give me. Let's see. There are 6 guys at the bottom of this stairs, guns pointed up. They are these guys. Do. Bring that up. Character sheet. Initiative.
We need the little count thingy, the little window.
Oh. Haha. Pop that out. So, you're pretty sure that somebody's triggered a silent alarm at some point, and they're prepared for you. There are 6 of them here. Guns drawn. Gas out. So, descending order, please. Caleb, you failed your physical save, or did you pass it?
Succeeded.
Okay, so you see this, get your mask on, and I'm gonna put you above the soldier. So, okay. 7, 8, 3, 2, 3. So you are a flight up from a bunch of guys who are pointing guns at you, and they just tossed a gas grenade at you.
All right, so I am going to do the superhero thing. I'm going to basically grab my katana.
Yep.
And leap down the flight as quickly as reasonably possible.
You're
a step to the rail, down
Yep.
low, and then on the ground.
You're a warrior, so you can basically just over the edge and land basically in the middle of these guys.
Perfect. Because I want to attack one of them, and then because I have Savage Fray, all of them adjacent to me that I haven't attacked get the shock damage of the weapon.
Okay, so tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 is which one you're attacking, and they're basically surrounding you.
Well, we'll go with number 3.
All right, so attack number 3. 10 will not hit, but everybody gets 1 shock damage because their armor does not. Their armor does not. Your shock values or your weapon value is higher than their armor class. So, do you do some damage on a miss, don't you?
Yeah. Let me double check. I have the ability to turn a miss into a hit, but
okay. I thought you did special, or is that just the Savage Fray?
Maybe for the gun.
Got it.
I'm just double checking through the things right now. Nope, I don't see it anywhere.
All right, so they were not expecting that. So number 3 would have had an assault rifle. You're way too close for an assault rifle, so it is. He will just like swing the rifle at you, trying to hit you. As a basically melee weapon. Why did you not roll that? Submit. Okay. So it is just D20. Let me see. What is this? No. Why am I not getting any rolls? What is the modifier? Oh, it is just literally +1. Okay. So D20 +1. An 11 hit you. Yes or no?
Nope.
Okay. So that's that guy. One of the other guys will put pistol shot at you. 18.
That would have hit.
Okay, so it doesn't, so you don't take that 7 damage. The remaining 4 guys will level rifles at... Well, Geralt... See, who was in front? Geralt was in front. Tai was in front.
I was at the middle somewhere.
Caleb was in front. So, Geralt, you're getting 2, and Tai's getting 2. So, burst fire...
I was in front and got smoked.
So an 18 hits and a 9 misses, right?
Yup.
So 8 damage to you, Geralt. And then Tai 18 will hit. 13. Tai goes down. She had her mask on, but she is now down with probably 4 bullet wounds in her chest. And that is the soldier's turn. Denver, you're up. Did you successfully get your mask on or not?
I did not.
So roll me another physical save. You succeed, so you can't act this round, but you did get your mask on. You can act next round.
Okay.
Morena, did you?
I did.
Yes, no, sorry.
I made the roll, yes.
Oh, so you can
The
act.
mask. Yes. I'll probably just fire because I hear shots coming from down there.
Your mask you're able to see, so.
Okay.
Cloud hasn't filled this area so bad that you can't see to shoot, and well, the range is real close, so. Shoot with a gun. Tell me which number you're shooting at. Caleb is heavily engaged with number 3.
Which would be least dangerous, or most dangerous for me to try and hit him, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest shooting at them.
No. Let's go with 1 then.
Okay. 19 will hit, and what weapon are you using? Combat rifle? Okay. So 3 rounds in, 3 rounds through, and number 1 is down. You found soft bits, and he goes over. Geralt, you're up.
I missed my first saving throw, so I'm guessing another physical save.
Yep.
Cough, sputter, sputter.
You take, oh my goodness, 4 damage as your lungs fill with not pleasant stuff, and you can't act. Yvonne, you save, so you can act next round. Do not take any damage. Caleb, you're up again.
All right. Well, I'm gonna press my advantage and swing again at number 3.
Okay.
Seriously, what the heck?
Well, so you are swinging away like number 4 you catch on a glancing blow and slice through his hand, and he goes down screaming. 3. So you're definitely pressing your attack against this person, but you haven't landed any solid hits, but one of the guys you weren't attacking goes down.
I'll take it.
All right. Their turn. Number 3 is going to take a quick step back and draw their pistol and shoot at you with that. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
5 damage. Number 4 was the one who shot you before and is down, so they can't shoot you. Leaves 1 shot at Geralt and 2 shots at Morena. Shot at Geralt, 14 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Not in my combat field uniform.
Morena shot first. 7 is a miss. Shot second. 4 is a miss. You think the fact that somebody's in their face swinging a katana around is distracting them, maybe.
Probably.
Denver, you're up.
I'll take a shot at someone that's safe that I won't be connecting with Caleb.
Anybody but number 3.
Okay.
2, 5, 6, right?
Yep, 2, 5, or 6.
6 then. How do I roll?
You should be able to just click the weapon.
Yeah.
The text of the weapon.
I'm not getting a roll to come up on that. In gear, under equipment?
Under
No,
weapons
weapons.
above it.
Under attacks. Yeah.
There's a thing called weapons, which lists all the weapons you have. You click that, and it does an attack roll.
That's what I did. I was too far down.
Easy to do when you're scrolling up and down and up and down.
17 will hit. You shooting at which one?
6.
6 goes down. Again, 3 bullet holes. Probably 2 in a leg and 1 through 2 in legs and 1 through a waist.
Especially brutal with that combat shotgun.
Oh, that's shotgun. Oh yeah, the guy doesn't have any legs anymore.
Oh.
Never mind.
All right, we got scrap off of him.
Morena, give me a wisdom plus notice plus wisdom, please, and then whatever you're gonna do.
Notice wisdom 8.
Tai is bleeding out, basically just beside you.
Since it looks like at least Denver is gonna had a good grasp on it, and apparently our leader has 1 down too, Caleb. So I'm probably just gonna quickly drop my weapon in front of me, so it's on the ground in front of me, and
Okay.
tend to her.
Okay, so 1 round has passed since she went down. So it's a +1, whatever your roll is. You're using a Lazarus patch.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a heal round, right? Heal int? Or
Yes,
heal...
it's heal int. And the DC is 7 since you're using a Lazarus patch. 12.
12.
You stabilize her. She is no longer bleeding out. She
Minus
is
Lazarus patch.
still unconscious. Yes, minus last patch. Geralt, you're up.
Cough, cough, sputter, sputter.
You get your mask on, no further damage. Yvonne.
Sweet, sweet air.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's see if we can drop number 5.
Okay. No.
It's a little bit short range for a sniper.
The door behind number 5 has a nice hole in it now.
We're up a flight of stairs. It's long enough that I don't have to worry about the barrel.
Caleb.
Although sight picture misalignment is the thing.
Yeah. That might be why that missed. Caleb, you're up.
All right, so there's 3 of them left at this point. I will
Correct.
take another swing at number 3.
Hold on. Before give me wisdom plus notice, please. Okay, go for it. Number 3, you swing, you're not sure you got him, and then the head falls one way and the body falls a different direction. And number 5, as you were swinging past, gets it in the side of the neck and is going down as well, leaving number 2 all by themselves.
Poor number 2.
I'll grunt and take a step toward him to finish my turn.
He will grunt and drop a grenade at your feet. Okay. And his feet. Well, he's gonna. Well, good news. He missed.
Wait.
The bad news is the scatter goes which direction?
1d 10 meters away from the target in a random direction.
So, d10. 4 meters, and it is going to be... So, he drops the grenade at your feet, it hits and bounces behind him. 4 meters, which would basically be on the door behind him. What's the damage template for a grenade?
Hit or miss, the grenade then explodes for 2d6 damage to all targets within 5 meters. Victims are allowed an evasion save for half damage.
Well, you got real lucky, Caleb.
Also, targets take 1 less point of damage for each point of AC above 14.
Because he dropped the grenade thinking, well, I'm going out, but he is too. The grenade fumbles out of his hand, landing behind him just far enough that it throws him into you, killing him, but leaving you undamaged.
He caught all the shrapnel for you.
I'll give him a grunt and then shove him off and look up.
You see... There's smoke filling the room, so you barely see Geralt at this point. Everybody else is clouded by smoke. And there is a
I think
locked
our
door.
cover's blown.
Locked door in front of you.
Only momentarily.
Vibro katana.
Wow, after fighting all those Death Troopers, these guys seems like pushovers.
Yeah, these are no special forces yet.
Are we out of combat?
No.
Okay.
Geralt will exclaim, coughing and sputtering in between breaths because tear gas is no joke, yo. I got we had to do the CS gas thing in the military.
Right.
When I was in, so
It
CS gas
sucks.
is no fun, yo.
All right.
So Caleb will take his katana to the door while he's waiting for everybody to catch up.
Okay. Give me an exert plus strength, please.
I'll probably be administering a lift to Tai.
Oh, seriously? That's 3 in a row. Rolls that are 1 or 2.
So
No, I guess I did get the one good attack, but seriously.
you shove the katana into the door, and like this is an armored door that's thick, and you're like, this will take a minute, guys. You administer a lift to Tai. She had her mask on, so she wakes up, but she is in. Yep. Go ahead and roll her HP.
I also need to heal roll, right?
Yes.
Let's do that first. 14
Okay, so you administer it correctly.
on the 8, a 7.
So after 5 minutes, she's going to have 7 HP, but she is in... Yeah, she's not going to be joining you for this next fight.
No, I just don't want her to be, like, unconscious all by herself in the back.
So you guys get down to the bottom floor, get Tai somewhere that's not, like, immediately visible. Anybody gonna help out Caleb, or Caleb, you gonna just keep trying to slash at this?
Oh, I'm continuing to whack at it for all I'm worth.
Geralt will do a coughing, sputtering, running barrel roll for aiming for after Caleb slices to try and barge open the doors if he weakens the lock.
Okay, door swings toward you guys. You would know that from the blueprints you got. Caleb, exert plus strength, please. This door is heavily armored, or your vibro katana is defective, but whatever, it's not doing nearly as much damage as you're thinking it should.
Looking around, do these guys look like they have key cards on lanyard or on lanyards?
Yes.
I'll grab one and just wave over the reader.
It comes back with a like negative response.
Can I try it again?
Yep. I mean, it's just it's every time you try as a turn passes, so I want to make sure everybody has a chance to do something if they want to.
Nope, just helping Tai.
Okay. With a 7 and the fact that you've been working at it for a minute, you managed to finally slice through the locking mechanism, and the door is now unlocked.
I'll use my action to then open the door and say, "Well, now we can go in."
So you open the door and see the spooling up heavy machine gun with the guy standing behind it as the door is opening, and we'll pick up there next time. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you players for playing. We'll be back again with this in 2 weeks when we find out how effective they are at murdering the 6 people who are behind this door and their heavy weapons. I hope to see you all then. Thank you everybody for watching. It's been great having you here. Bye.